Hello everyone, back again with some more Space Marine. I had a little bit of time, and I want to try and make up some of that time as good as possible. So earlier today, I finished the main Titus campaign of Space Marine 2. And outside of a few gripes that I had, I mostly really liked the campaign. It is no surprise to me that the game became as much of a surprise hit as it ended up being, and it also just goes to show that the first game really was something special that had reason to continue with another adventure. And I hope to God we get another good adventure that improves upon this one and the last one. But we're not done yet. We still have 2 operation missions left, one of which directly ties into the final arc of the story, Obelisk, where we saw, the other 2 teams of Space Marines activating the other switches to turn off, or deactivating the switches to turn off the warp relic that Titus tried so hard to get rid of on Graia 100 years ago, only to find it rebuilt again. And basically, nobody learning from that mistake. And Titus basically has to come in like the Doomslayer and clean up the mess. And then we have Exfiltration, which is probably the most recent, was one of the other final update, and one that I'm pretty sure probably is not supposed to take place at the end of the game, but for whatever reason got dumped as number 9. But continuity aside, let's get it on with it. And I decided to go back to Assault so I could give the Super Fist a run, because I played around with it off screen 2 or 3 nights ago, and it was better than I thought it was. And since I wanted to actually show it off, I decided to equip it. And give it a spin.
Obelisk. Aurora must be destroyed. Void control consoles scattered across the battlefield. Power the shield protecting the device. Advance to the control consoles and retake the Obelisk replica.
To take down the shield protecting that obelisk. Head to these coordinates. Find the control console powered by malignant energy. Titus will provide further instruction.
I really wish we could have done this.
Kalasa, have you received new orders from Akaran?
We are en route to the designated point.
You will need to rotate the small replica of the obelisk. But be warned, it will hurt.
We hurt so the entire Imperium does not suffer.
Go well, brothers.
Oh, how I wish I could have just done this first and then the final Titus bit. It doesn't look like there's any data slates either, so it's either gene seeds or armory data to worry about. It wants to go there, but what's over here?
We can traverse the distance to our destination quicker via the bridge. We will need a way up.
The Imperium's hammer rises to strike. Cast your attention to the Sangor spearmen.
Okay, I missed. Super punch.
The glory Magnus promised you. Swapping magazine. Jump pack refuel. Victory goes to the righteous. Reloading magazine.
Anything here?
Avenging angel at your disposal. The armory provides.
This lift is our path to the bridge, and beyond.
Well, I'm not going in there yet, that's for sure.
Take flight and let terror fall. Just death for a bit. Commencing reload. Crash down range. I'm airborne ready. Be as an angel of death.
Didn't make the jump. Nothing here. It wants to go on the bridge, but what's out over here?
Avenging angel at your disposal. Replenishing firepower. I am the righteous storm descendant.
I can't seem to get up there. Whatever. No data slates anyway, so I might as well go.
Once more.
We are lucky this lift functions.
It seems the battle is ended. Jump pack refueled. The traitor appearance. Swapping magazine.
Anything over here? Yes.
My war gear is satisfied.
Avenging angel at your disposal. There is a route through that burial chamber. It will take us towards the console. That twisted spear carrier awaits our challenge.
Smash.
The taint of the war feels.
Hee hee hee.
Soldier march. Slay the Terminator for the Imperium. The Scarab's wicked animus seeps from righteous Baltimores. Blasphemers! Cleanse the air of their revolting stink. Reloading magazine.
What do we got here? Guardian.
This will sustain me in my darkest hour. The Imperium is nothing. Extermination is I am airborne ready. Rat shall stray. Death their dark gods shall show them.
Okie dokie.
Jump pack refuel. Replenishing firepower.
Anything over here? Probably not. Nope. Not even armory data or gene seeds. Nothing. $91 trillion souls buried on this world. Sheesh. A tomb world for Necrons and a tomb for everything else. Headshot.
Commencing reload.
Okay. Do I want to go at hammer or sword this time? I'll go at hammer. No, I'll go with sword.
Imagine the stories of those whose bodies rest in this place.
I'm sure they would have much to tell. Oh boy, that looks ominous. Oh.
This darkness blinds our eyes, weakens our spirit, and seeks our death. We must
That relic
stand
repels
strong.
the darkness. It repels its ill effects. We bring it with us.
Okay, I stepped a little too forward. Well, this is interesting.
This holds the weight of generations. Carrying it will impair my combat prowess, brothers. There is soothing energy to this relic's light.
Okay, we're carrying around a magic chalice. That's interesting. Relic's blessing, huh?
Brilliant, Talassa, report.
We adjusted our route, but we are heading towards the console.
Make haste. The enemy seeks to disrupt the battlefield.
Send Gilliman's regards to the great death is eternal. The relic shall light our path. The traitor tasted the Imperial's justice.
Sheesh. I need more ammo for my handgun because I'm running out. I've got like 300 left.
Their mutation is merely weakness. His malignance wishes to debase me. Through suffering, my faith in my duty grows stronger.
Guardian Relic. Making it seem like something's here, but I don't see anything.
My war gear is satisfied. The Imperium keeps not.
Brothers, the light is our shield against the dark. Stay
I
here.
leave weakness behind in the darkness.
Well, I dallied for too long.
Send Philemon's regards. Raven. I know not how, but the relic's glow restores me.
Ugh. Old mummified corpses.
The armory. Jump pack refueled.
Like friggin' Indiana Jones with super soldiers. I love it.
For the sake of the Imperium, let us seek a servo skull blessed with this knowledge. The corruption has abated.
The access code should lie with a servo skull in this vicinity.
Energy to this relic's light.
We are still in need of a servo skull.
Fine servo skull. Got it.
Jump pack refueled. Here is a servo skull. It will have what we need.
Omnissiah be with you, ministers. How may I serve?
We require access beyond this room.
Acknowledged. I will communicate the proper hymn.
Proper him. I love it.
Gifts from the Forge. Brothers, together we go.
Hymn transmission in progress. Awaiting acceptance.
Accepted. Ministers have been granted door access.
It's a lot of bones.
Whittle down these heretics until they are thousand sons. Light is our defense against the corruption that lurks in us. I hear the whispers of traitors. My faith will endure. Through suffering, my faith in my duty grows stronger. Victory goes to the righteous, not the dying. The seeds of heresy are bitter. The relic shall light our path.
Well, I couldn't find anything special. Might as well keep going.
I am airborne ready.
There's some data.
Weapon schematics are in our hands. I scatter the foul silk to the winds. Let that betrayer pass Nobles of the cult can silence their corporate. Replenishing firepower. There is soothing energy to this relic's light.
Gene seed.
Deeds writ upon genetic code.
Let there be light to purge the dark. Uh-oh. More darkness. What the?
They leave weakness behind in the darkness. This pain is temporary. Faith is eternal. Reloading magazine. The relic shall light our path.
We are free of that too. Now we can deal with the traitors.
This battle will live on in the annals of the chapter. Let us make haste to join the inevitable victory.
Alright, let's switch to hammer this time.
I am the righteous
Squash. Oh, love it. Nope, don't want the Guardian Relic. Don't need it.
That twisted spear carrier awaits our challenge. Avenging angel disposal.
Take flight! Let terror beg! Your presence is nothing! Stop the great changer of waves!
The Emperor's might will crush you and your foul beliefs.
I love how,
Let us see how well you succeed when the ground itself betrays you!
I love how he does a right hook
Forward to hearing your screams echo in the distance.
and then stomps his head.
If we are to make our way across, we must disrupt these altars.
The land rotates around us, brothers. This is how we reach our foe.
It is our strength of will that disrupts the altar. We must stay by it until we have our path.
Another altar.
Our path continues to the next island, brothers. Jump pack refueled.
My war gear is satisfied.
Rearming.
The land attempts to restore itself. The strength of our will disrupts the traitor's plan.
We must stay by this altar until we have a path forward.
This is but a taste of true divinity.
We will not make that crossing.
Avenging angel at your disposal.
We can cross to the next island, brothers.
There's the right one. Oh, didn't expect this kind of puzzle solving in this game of all games, but I welcome it.
We will not be overcome.
You sure? I already beat the game. Cause clearly we do overcome ya. Pompous bastard.
Into the breach once more.
Uh-oh.
This is not a
rotates
path we
around
can
us,
take.
brothers.
We need
This
the
is how we
land to
reach
rotate
our
further.
foe.
It is our strength of will that disrupts the altar. We must stay by it until we have our path.
But your restoration will
We
be
have a clear path to the next altar.
You are but worms.
We have restored the land. Let us eliminate the vile emissary and stop the device.
There he is. Let's get him.
Shield from our way if we are to eliminate this
This traitor has called forth orbs corrupted by the war.
Those eyes provide energy for the sorcerer's protection. We cannot slay them while they exist. The traitor tasted the Imperial's justice.
We cannot let this traitor remain behind his shield. Crush these foul eyes.
You are but worms.
Jump back, refuse.
Hold! We must wait for more orbs to appear before we resume it. We have abominations incoming.
This is but a taste of true divinity. I have eyes on the orbs. Attack!
The sorcerer thinks the fallen and polluted will stop us. He is wrong.
Lies only in the warp.
This traitor remains safely behind his shield until we blind these twisted eyes. Each eye we close weakens the barrier. We must blind them all.
Okay, so that's how it works.
Destroy these foul specters.
Wait for the eyes to reappear. Then we strike.
Where?
Send these obscenities back to the void they crawled from.
But your restoration will be splendid.
We is an angel of death.
We need to eliminate this shield, brothers. Keep destroying the orbs.
Jump back, refuse.
The traitor hides the spirit. No matter. When they return, we will destroy them.
He summons traitors to stop us.
Lies only in the warp.
The eyes have returned. Destroy them. Avenging angel will expose them. Slingshot it gently. Finishing fire.
Your deaths agonizing, but your restoration will be splendid.
The spheres have cloaked themselves. Wait for their return.
We will not be stopped. We will not be overcome.
I am the righteous. Now is our chance. Strike the orbs while they are visible.
Destroy these foul specters. Time to claim victory over this heretic, brothers.
Let us no longer suffer the existence of this traitor.
Goodbye.
End has come, heretic, and it is by our hands. Lieutenant Titus needs us to unearth the Obelisk replica. We will not disappoint him.
Their mutation is merely weakness. Gifts from the Forge.
Phew.
I am airborne ready.
Do it. Turn the MacGuffin.
That's a report. We have realigned our replica from the Titus.
And that's what happened. And the other team went and did their doohickey as well. All right, I got to show off the power gauntlet, so that made me happy. Okay, what did we do? So, more firepower or ammo capacity. It's not like I'm hurting for ammunition on it or anything. But extra damage would also be nice. I'll do damage. Strength. Fencing. Less block, but way more damage. I mean, the Warhammer's already pretty strong as it is. Cleave. Yeah, like you could cleave with a hammer, not unless you've sharpened it to an axe, I guess. I'll go with the damage. It just makes more sense to me. Okay, new jetpack. It's a bunch of ropes and a charm. I personally think it looks hideous. I'll stick with what I have equipped. I think I will go with tactical last. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Return to tactical. So yeah, we got one more.
The rate of diminishing returns on menial labor is abominable. A greater percentage of the crew...
Exfiltration. Text priest occupying an adeptus, a mechanic.
The Astartes prefer the company of their serfs. A servitor cannot appreciate honorable service or some such nonsense.
Okay, can I say what I want to say? Tech priest occupying Adeptus Mechanicus facility on Avarax has refused a withdrawal order. Captain Akran's authorized Magos Gallio to assist in retrieving her. Reach Mechanicus facility and access the status of the tech priest. Okay, there's our last mission for the playthrough. Let's go do it and see what we got. Since it's on Avarax, I'm assuming it's going to be Tyranids again. We've done a lot of Thousand Sons and Zeechlings, so it's only fitting we close off with the enemy that started this whole escapade in the first place.
Multiple summons to withdraw from the Mechanicus facility on Avarax, and we do not know why. Captain Akran has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologists before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary loss of data. Meridian will see it done, Magos. Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
Nope, no slates. Just straight on forward. Damn, that is big. Looks like a freaking tornado over there. The thing is huge. And then there's the Hive City. Oh, Christ. The scale. Like, that might not be Coruscant up there, but I'd say that even your average Star Wars character would probably be pretty impressed and horrified all at once. Also, I have to say, oh, yeah.
Tyranid, burrowing class, apex size.
Take heed, Viridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a
Trigon,
sense
huh?
of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Trigon, so that's what it's called.
Tyranids! This galaxy's not yours. Fresh magazine in. Traverse with caution, brothers. Here it comes. Hold formation and advance. This location provides sufficient advantage against the Trigon.
Hello.
You are fertilizer now, Seagulls. Swapping magazine.
Kill the big boys, the little ones go down in the process.
Speed up and stay close. Picking up extra rounds. Ammunition cache. Rearming. Tyranid medics. Speed up and stay close.
Tarry not and scatter not.
Reloading.
Now, where do they want us to go? Up there,
Speed
huh?
up and stay close.
Close ranks and hunker down.
Runners won, brothers.
Failed at open.
Reload. We hold this ground, not the beast.
Here comes the Trigon!
Speed up and stay close.
Run, 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 run,
As
run.
one, brothers.
No more catapult turtling for you, bug boy. Alrighty then. Kind of a shame there's no data slates. I would have liked more lore, but so be it, I guess.
Resolute against the Xenos swarm.
More gear required.
The Trigon sinks us from below!
Fencing stimmed. All specs engaged. Another Xenos fireform eliminated. We broke the Xenos onslaught.
Sheesh. That was a sudden unwelcome swarm, but it is what it is. I could have blown those up. Oh well. I need ammo, though. Oh Christ, now where do we go?
Trigon assault incoming! Dig in and fortify this position.
Just one problem, no ammo. What do I do, Lord?
Speed up and stay close.
Hurry! Close those gaps!
All specs deep scan ready. Rearming.
It's like the Desert Worm level in Star Wars Jedi Academy. Good game, by the way. Recommend it a lot. One of the last good Star Wars games of its kind.
A lift station lies just ahead, Viridian. Considering the Dragon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Understood, Magos. The lift is within our sights.
Oh shit.
Pathetic tyranny. Releasing frag grenade. Fresh munitions.
Astartes, I have summoned the transport at the request of Magos Galley. Remain patient. Transport lift inbound.
Perplex, I have transmitted no authorizations.
Our position exposes us. We must change terrain.
Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases.
Ignore the servo scar and focus on footholds.
Make a run for it.
Arrived. Now to the lift.
Dropping magazine.
It's basically the freaking sandworm level from Jedi Academy, and I can't unsee it. But definitely more fun than that level was. I mean, I love Jedi Academy. One of the last great Star Wars games ever made. But, I think I'd rather play this level over that any day.
Ignoel Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use
Really?
the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Wow, he's quite nihilistic.
Can you analyze this servo skull?
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced.
Wow.
Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Ignore the servo skull, brothers. It is clearly malfunctioning.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you know.
Programmed servo skull, nothing more.
Out you damn thermite plantics.
Nothing about that servo scar sent with me.
The servo skull is of little concern to the objective.
Nothing cool around here?
Select preferred method of execution.
Using frag grenade. Commencing all space scan. Reloading.
Okay, I'm kind of trapped up here.
Triumph persists. Area cleansed with the
Gallia
foul.
knows nothing of the shadow in the wall and its
Fresh magazine
mirrors.
in.
But I do.
Resupply.
Why do I get the...
The Trident could tunnel from walls this thick.
I do not trust the Xenos to remain idle while we elude it.
Why do I get the feeling that Serval Skull's not actually talking by itself, and somebody else is speaking through it? Must be our renegade Mechanicus.
Ejecting stims. All specs ready to scan.
This is the wrong path. You must turn back.
Picking up extra rounds. A beacon of hope for a dark hour.
Your righteous freak is a beacon to the Tyranids, drawing them closer and closer.
Nothing interesting up... Wait a minute, wait.
Schematic safe in my hands.
Armory data. I will take it. There he is. Like cat and mouse.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Mitrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point.
This is Major Gallia. I hereby return your
You are third tyranny burning at comfort. Rearming.
Well, I can't get to that neuron throat from here. Press the wrong button.
The Tyranids will digest your flesh and vitals.
Brothers, stand up. I refuse death. Xenos, we made our Primarch proud. Swapping magazine. Another Xenos bioform eliminated.
Well, I've definitely used more.
Righteous Reek is a beacon to the Tyranids, drawing them closer and closer.
Shut up. Well, I've definitely used more Guardian relics than I ever have in the
Steam injection administered.
game thus far. Not enough room to move in these halls. I don't like them, but I'll take the shock grenade for now, just in case.
You are born from a redundant system gridlocked by bureaucracy and blinded by flesh faith.
No
I mean,
telling what surprises await.
he's right about the bureaucracy part. Bureaucracy sucks.
All specs primed.
Do I want the Melta, or do I want to go with, I'll go with Heavy. There he is again.
Where the Trigon burrows, the swarm follows.
Status. The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Melter munition should be nearby.
Melter charge in possession.
Authorization granted. Exercise proper precautions when handling melter charges.
You pass the next door, it was behind you, where your courses shall soon rot.
Nope, no SOS for you. Sit down.
Allocate the Xenos crawlways with the melter charges.
Collapse their rancid crawlways. Every Xenos hole gets a melter charge.
This is Magos Gallia. I hereby order you to turn your weapons on
Recent
the charge.
melter charge source price.
The Department of Littoral will be notified of this melter charge requisition.
Purify them. The melter charges.
The thermal power of the Imperium on this infestation.
Okay, now we're really playing Gears of War.
Feel that glow, testing summon key. Reloading.
We went from Jedi Academy to Gears of War all of a sudden. Not that I'm complaining, it makes sense.
I have a melter charge. Clear a path. Grab the melter charges atop their moldering passageways. Cleanse those Xenos passages. Place the melters in the high tunnels.
Where?
forces on the Xenos swarm spots. Planting melter bomb. Collapse their plans.
Brothers,
Stand victorious upon Advance to the facility, but watch for the Trigon.
Okay, like I said, we went from Jedi Academy to Gears of War right within the span of like 20 minutes. Honestly, I can't complain. It makes sense.
Stalks the battlefield no more.
We got a Lictor as a bonus. I blew his head off as punishment. And I'm out of ammo.
inside the facility, you'll find Matrion cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember,
When
meat
you
lacks
die, I wish you to
efficiency,
re-record your
whereas
howls of
metallic
agony for
alloys
future
stave off
intimidation.
corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the light.
Okay, a little bit of a spat going on. I am out of ammo. I need ammo.
Yes, your flesh has biomass.
Yeesh, that's a lot of biomass, alright.
Changing magazine. Picking up extra rounds.
This is Magos Gallia. I hereby order you to turn your weapons on each other.
Wow.
Swapping magazine. Fresh munitions.
Yeah. That's a lot of meat.
You passed the correct door. It was behind you, where your corpses shall soon rot. Without Ignoel Metrian, you would all be dead by now.
No telling what surprises await.
Behold the truth of my faults. I am but a humble brain, patched into a mining facility, and nothing more. What reason exists to pull me from recording biomass coalescence data firsthand? I pose no threat to Gallia or the Imperium, even if I should fall.
Disconnect her synaptic tethers from the facility command terminals. Stand firm. I expect her to route Xenos to assault your locus.
first console, brothers. Pathetic too. Ready to scan. Fresh magazine in. I will hold the console.
Oh, what the frick?
Reloading. Control of the machine is ours. Disrupt the next console. Supplying the generator with a power cell will restore visibility. Look around. See if there is a power cell we can utilize.
Divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good prox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted after the might grows.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astarte shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Commencing signal severance.
I must retreat momentarily. Fresh magazine in.
I am glad I went for the heavy bolter pistol. Or is it a regular? It's a regular. Either way.
Tech Priest. You must still face the Emperor's justice.
Futile, impotent waste of gene seed. You trifle with the only hope against the hive mind the Imperium has left.
We broke the Xenos onslaught. Swapping magazine. All specs deep scan ready. Ministering self-aid. Ammunition cache here. Rearming. Exterminate. Radius. We must retreat momentarily.
Brothers, this console is ours.
Return to Mitrian's containment unit. See, Mitrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
Reloading.
More Mechanicus data banks.
These tender thoughts of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools, peasants.
Silence, Mitrian. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Magos biologist is in Viridian's possession.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
Uh-oh. Time to leave.
Coordinates away. Stim injection administered. Disgusting tyranny.
Holy moly. I can't even tell which corpses are background and which aren't.
Fresh magazine in. Target seeks to mobilize reinforcements. Eliminate. Swapping magazine. All specs prime. Dispensing stims. Borrowing ravener filth. Gathering supplies.
Just when I think I've gotten all of them, more show up. Typical.
Be ready. Picking up extra rounds.
Sounds like sand outside. More or less.
Do operations have a clean exit?
Warspec scan confirms this is the correct vector. Changing magazine. Resupply. Resist the tyranny's ways.
Are you kidding me? I can't just get one little thing and be on my way. No.
Fresh magazine in. made our Primarch proud. Ammunition cache here. Rearming.
This is like the second drop pod, right? I'll stick with the heavy, especially with the boss fight coming. And we will have a boss fight coming. Let's go face the Trigon. Cool.
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination roaming about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances. And Demetrius' reddening code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Grant this monstrosity no quarter.
Concentrate firepower on the brakes in its chitin plating.
So from the front, not the back.
Injecting stings.
Locate melter charges and cauterize the hive tunnels.
Allocate the Xenos full race with the melter charges.
Doing melters again, huh? Where?
Setting thermal charge. Now Xenos fire from eliminated.
Now this is a minion fight that I actually kind of like. Trigon Prime, I love it.
Place melter charges on the Xenos swarm spots. All specs ready to scan. Swapping magazine.
Ammunition.
Fresh munitions. Infestation.
maladaptive behaviors. Ignore Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.
Sheesh. That was a very long boss fight, but I actually kind of liked it. It's a minion fight that I actually kind of like it, because there's actual structure to it. Like, yeah, the frickin' drones start coming out of the holes, but they're very like Gears of War with the Locust, but at least you're able to stop them from coming by throwing a Melta charge down onto it. It's like, I'll take this over the bosses in Doom Eternal any day. I could not stand the minion fights in that game because they just keep on coming and coming, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like you want to fight the big bad Satan in the background, Nope, you gotta deal with 50 freaking Hell Knights every 2 seconds. Here, minions come, no problem. Just cut them off, and the phase is done. You're good. I do think it's a little on the long side, but overall, it was a nice little boss that caps off the Tyranids. My only problem is that I wish the Trigon boss was in the main game. That's my only other problem with it. Other than that, very good, even for an update. Wish it was in the base game, but is what it is, I guess. All right. Well, there's no more missions left. That was it. And I looked it up. Apparently, you cannot seem to restart the campaign here with the main menu here. I don't even know if you can restart the campaign without undoing everything relating to the other Marine squads that you customize. I unlocked a shit ton of stuff. Or did I? Kinda depends. Okay, more damage and accuracy, or more ammunition and ammo. I think I'll do ammo. I think I'll do firepower for the mini bolter. I think I'll do firepower and accuracy. Headshots deal more damage. Magazines increases by 15%. I kind of like the block penetration more, to be honest. I'll do that. Not really much of a difference, to be honest. Just a little blue splotches of paint on the front rim and an extra pouch or pouches all among the besides the armor plates. Yeah, I'll equip it, but I don't really think it's not really much to write home about, to be honest. The beaky helmet. Why this is DLC, I have no idea. Yeah, I do have a bit of a problem with the game. It's that way too much of the bonus stuff is DLC when it really shouldn't be. Makes no sense. If this was released like 15 years ago, around the time Halo Reach was, this wouldn't be DLC. This would be in the game. Like, by proxy. Is what it is, I guess. Well, that is it. That is, well, oh, look at that. Is there Carcharodons in here? I can't unlock the Carcharodons. So they're a default. I don't have to worry about DLC for them, although way too many other ones in here are DLC. Whatever. Is what it is. So let me just go through. Iron Hands, Raven Guard I like, Salamanders I like. Blood Ravens are nice. Omega Marines, bleh. I don't like the whole split in half color scheme they went for. Never been my personal choice. Carcharodons. Oh, give me a Halo Reach style Space Marine game where you are Death Watch, and I will give you my money. And if you have the option to make me do a Carcharodon Marine, Death Watch Marine, like, done deal. My wallet's yours. But yeah, that is it. We've officially done every mission in the game. So, what do I think of Operations? I like it. It's a nice little side campaign of sorts to the main game with Titus. And I like that you can choose other Marine types, and their little banter that goes along with them, and just overall have more fun with it that way. If I do have issues, however, it's that I don't know if you're able to replay the entirety of Titus's stuff without, well, you can, but I mean, like, from the very, very beginning of the game again, like when he's Death Watch, and then re-experience all the other stuff. So, because I didn't see any indication you could, and I especially didn't see any indication as to whether or not you could do a new game without losing everything you do from Operations and Eternal War, because I don't like how they sort of blended it all together, making it where one kind of goes. I mean, I get the idea of having it all tied together in terms of, oh, it's Second Company, they're all here, they're all doing the same stuff you are, but I don't like how they intertwined it so closely that you risk losing one to do the other. Like, say I want to repeat Titus's stuff without the possibility of losing any of the stuff I got from operations. So it's like, not a fan of that. And I also do not like how a lot of the cooler bosses got whisked away from the Titus side of things to be basically bonuses for the operation levels. So on one hand, I get it. They want you to see the other side of the conflict from the eyes of other Marines. But since Titus is the main character, naturally you'd expect him to be fighting all this stuff, right? Well, nope. It's just 2 Hell Brute bosses, a Lictor that becomes a normal enemy immediately afterwards, and of course Imura as the final big bad, which of course makes sense for him. And I'm glad that Imura's an actual decent boss fight, as opposed to Nemeroth, who really wasn't as satisfying as it was to punch him into the dirt. But other than that, Imura is just a far more, better structured fight in general. I mean, it actually has structure, like, by default. But yeah, those problems aside, I really love the game a lot. I look forward to playing more of it. Well, as far as the actual YouTube playthrough is concerned, that's basically it, to be honest, because I'm very story-centric in what games I play. Will I play it again elsewhere, like Twitch? More than likely, if I have time to kill. And I have not been on my Twitch in a very long time, and I should probably take advantage of that. I'll probably stream more of the game through that and fiddle around with operations there. And if I'm ever back on PSN when I feel like it, maybe I'll give Eternal War a try. I also have to finish Yakuza Kiwami 2, whenever that'll be. I also have the inclination to want to go back and finish Crown Hunting and Monster Hunter World Iceborne, because I never finished that. But as far as Space Marine's concerned, yeah, I can see myself coming back here or there on Twitch to stream operations mode and show off what I've done or what I intend to do. But as far as the overall playthrough is concerned, yeah, I'm good. I did what I wanted to do, and I'm satisfied, so... Story? Done. Operations? Done. We're caught up. I'm happy. The Emperor is pleased. I'm pleased. And I hope everyone who's enjoyed my little crusade is also pleased. So, that is it for this playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I really liked and enjoyed the game. Hopefully, Space Marine 3 comes around and improves on a lot of the things I want to see improved. So, yeah, not much more to say. Ave Imperator, like, share, subscribe, etc., etc. By the Emperor's will, have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.